I always wanted to see the mountains, not the snow-capped ones we see in photos, but the real raw mountains. So I started searching on Google and asked my friend. That's when I came across these beautiful places, Dharamshala and McLeodganj. For some, it's famous for mountains. For some, it's famous for Tibetan culture. For some, it's famous for cricket stadium. But for me, it became a dream destination worth traveling thousands of kilometers from Hyderabad and witness something new in terms of culture, scenery, weather, and the people. Hello all, welcome to another video of traveling. Today we are exploring the beautiful places in Dharamshala and McLeodganj. And by the way, this video is sponsored by myself. I just landed in Chandigarh airport from Hyderabad. I am traveling to Dharamshala from Hyderabad. So we don't have direct flights from Hyderabad to Dharamshala. We have a layover of I think 2.5 hours in Chandigarh airport. So currently I'm in Chandigarh. It's a cute little airport. It's so peaceful here. And the fun fact about this airport is that this Chandigarh airport is not in the city Chandigarh. It's in Mohali. And this Mohali is also having an international cricket stadium, if I'm not wrong. The airports in India are named after many freedom fighters, kings. So one such airport is this Chandigarh airport. It's named as Shahid Bhagat Singh Airport. We all know Bhagat Singh is a freedom fighter of India. I am having chai. Cha. I'm having cha here. I just boarded the Chandigarh to Dharamshala flight. The flight got delayed by 1 hour. It's workable. I'm hoping to see more fantastic views of mountains. Mountains directly. We are in Dharamshala. By the time I reached Kangra airport, it was already evening. Kangra is the nearest airport to both Dharamshala and McLeodganj. Dharamshala and McLeodganj are just half an hour distance away from each other by road. And I stayed at McLeodganj because my friends who had been here before told me if you wanted to get the soul of this place, stay at McLeodganj. And they were absolutely right. And the best part is that I booked my stay on the Mall Road. So for me, it was always the views of travelers from different parts of the world and monks walking through the markets, on the roads, and the local village life. And it's always colorful with shopping. Hello. We have checked into our hotel. This is our room. Ignore these bags. We just came and put our bags. It's a small room. It costs around 1300 rupees per night, so I think it's a decent stay for 1300 rupees. This is one mirror, and they have given one cupboard. End of day 1 in Dharmashala, and I'm having tentuk. This soup is quite good and it's very hot. I like it. In Hyderabad, I tried tukka. Tukka and this tentuk has a almost same taste. But the quantity we get here is very good amount of quantity. And it's so cold here. I'm literally shivering walking outside. The roads, the mountains, everything is very scenic here. And coming to the history of this place, McLeod is named after one of the governors of this area, McLeod, and Ganj is referred to as market. And I think after the British era, when China invaded Tibet, His Holiness Dalai Lama and his disciples took exile. So here the Indian government respectively asked them to stay here, and now this area has become their official living area. We see many Tibetan temples here, and we see monks everywhere in this place. It's a beautiful place. It's a mixture of Tibet culture, Indian culture, and also the British style, British culture. This place is situated at Dauladari Hill Range, and we can see those mountain views very clearly from here. Every time I'm traveling somewhere on the roads, I can't take my eyes off those mountain ranges. They are so beautiful. It's very scenery. This town itself is so scenery. So we usually don't have South style tiffins or breakfast here like idli or dosa. So every day I'm stuffing myself with paratha curd and some pickle. But I am loving this paratha and curd combo here. From the time I'm planning this trip, I was very eager to visit this temple, and here I am at this temple. This is Suklakhong temple. Pardon me if I'm pronouncing this name wrongly. This is also called His Holiness Dalai Lama temple, and His Highness Dalai Lama 14th also resides here. We need permission or some mail confirmation to visit him. I have asked him if I can visit, but they said like we have to first ask them through the mail, and then we'll get the mail confirmation to visit him. These people call this place as Gomb. As we call our temples as mandirs, this is called Gomb here. This place is very peaceful, very calm, and the people here are also very warm and welcoming. The mantra Om Mani Padme Hum is written in circle signs. So whenever we turn this wheel once or how many times we turn, it's equal to chanting or reciting Om Mani Padme Hum mantra those many times. I'm in one of the scenic cricket stadiums. This is the Dharmashala Cricket Stadium, and it's the highest cricket stadium in the world. This cricket stadium is aesthetically covered with beautiful mountains. I can imagine people who are watching the cricket from these stands will have both amazing views of the cricket match of their favorite players and also beautiful mountain ranges view. It's like having your favorite biscuit and cream on top of it. I'm going to call my father and brothers. They are huge cricket fans, and I'll video call them and show this cricket stadium. Just nearby the cricket stadium, we have this war memorial. I'm very much honored to be here, and it's a very honorable place. I'm having a moment of silence for our brave soldiers here. This place has lot of historical information about the important wars that have happened. Behind me, you can see all those names on those blackboards. Those are the names of the fallen Himachal soldiers from different districts of Himachal Pradesh. They were added here in remembrance of their memory. Right behind me, if you see over there, is the NAT aircraft. These type of NAT aircrafts have played a key role in our 1965 and 1971 wars. I will be heading to the museum. Let's see if we can click few pictures there as well. I'm in the museum and reading all these stories about our brave soldiers. I'm really filled with pride. Going to tea plantations now. It's becoming evening and it's getting colder. It's going to be the sunset. The sun is setting. I can see the beautiful view of sunset from here. You can also see me sun-kissed. Look at those majestic mountains and the tea plantations and the sunset. The second day I went to Jwalaji Mata temple. I just came to Jwalaji Mata temple. I think it's 2 hours journey from Dharmashala. And here it's believed that Sati Devi's tongue has fallen here and Devi is worshipped as fire. I had the opportunity to take the darshan of Devi. I saw the flames and I felt it's incredible. The flame is burning since centuries and I felt it so incredible to watch. This temple is also one of the Shaktipeeths. a story around this umbrella. Akbar tried to put out the flames of Jwalaji Mata temple using water and various methods, but the fire still continued to burn. So Akbar gifted a golden umbrella to the temple, but this golden umbrella turned to some unknown metal. So this is that umbrella and it is still kept at the temple. Next, I went to Bajreshwari Mata temple. This temple is also the Shakti Pit where the left chest of Sati Devi fell. By the time I reached, it was already evening. I took prasadam and started listening to the kirtan, and it felt like just a perfect ending for my spiritual day. That night, I walked through the mall road one last time and started my journey towards Bir. But that is a story for another video. This is Dharmashala and McLeodganj, and this is me living a dream I only once googled. It's currently 9 degrees Celsius here in McLeodganj. It's nearly 7 o'clock in the night, and I am traveling to Bir now, and from tomorrow we are going to be in Bir. Thank you for watching and happy traveling!